What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stoop Life Podcast. If today is your first time listening, I want to say welcome. Now today, guys, you are getting a full episode from us, which simply just means that you got me and you got Mr. Stoop himself, PJ, back in the motherfucking building. Side note, if you guys have kids around, I might curse a little bit, but I'm going to kind of keep it a little PG-13 because, you know, we are talking about sports, but some sports might make me upset that we talk about here. But, Paulie, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back. I'm glad to have a full podcast back. You know,
it's been a while, man.
We've had a lot of good luck and bad luck on Thursdays because we're going to start. It was my birthday, so you're like, yo, I'm demanding you not to go. I'm like, all right, I'll go eat. And then we had the Eagles, my team, and then we had the Packers, your team. Unfortunately for you, you guys lost, but my Birds won. You lost, but hey, that was all on Thursday night.
It's all good, brother.
Now, guys, today's Thursday night. We are back on, and we have a football game on today. It's Washington at Chicago, and that's why we're doing the podcast, clearly, because really, does anybody really care about that except Bears fans trying to get Caleb Williams? I mean, because he doesn't want to go there, so I don't know.
I'm part owner of the Bears at this point, so I don't need to watch them.
Yeah, I just thought of something. So you're rocking an old school Oregon Ducks thing right now. Do you only like them because they're the same color as the Packers? I just realized that.
No.
Is that a coincidence?
Long story, right? Long story. It is a coincidence because it's funny. I became an Oregon Duck fan probably a little bit later. I liked Ohio State for a while, and I still do, but I've been to the campus. I have family in Oregon. I've been to the campus multiple times. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Then in 2007, we were just talking about it. Then I witnessed Dennis Dixon, Jonathan Stewart, and Patrick Chung have them ranked number 2.
I remember.
And if you're, and another side note, if you're a track person, like I ran track in high school, Oregon's a gold standard. Like it's a gold standard. It's one of the best track schools in America. So I kind of fell in love with the school. I mean, I didn't go there, but I fell in love with the school.
Well, hey, man, we talked about before, I know a lot of people, like my brother, loved Oregon because of the college football game.
Yeah.
And their offense they ran was phenomenal. But anyway, guys, we do have football to talk about today. But before we do get into the football, we got a big announcement to make. If you guys do not follow us on any of our social medias, I don't know what you're doing, but please follow us on our social medias. We have our main focus is our Facebook group, and the easiest way simply to get to that is just go on Facebook and search for The Stoop Life, everything sports and fantasy football. You can find us right on there. Join the group. We got discussions going on there all day, every topic, every subject you can talk about. We got the podcast right there on that, and all you can imagine, sports and everything right there. Our community that Paul started, and we grew it into this podcast now. You could also find us on Instagram. Just simply search for @StoopLifeSports. That's all one word. We post a lot of different stuff on there as well. Obviously, it can't be as interactive as the Facebook group, but we post a lot of content in there. You know, baseball, playoffs going on right now, football, college and pro. We got UFC. We love to talk about UFC, combat sports, boxing. And it's the end of the year. We got a lot of stuff going on with that. So if you guys are fight fans, my man Paul here does phenomenal breakdowns for boxing, and you can find them right on there a lot of times. And if you guys, if you're not on Facebook yet, you could also follow us on YouTube, where we're also on YouTube @Stoop Knockout. You can find us right on there. He's Stoop, I'm Knockout. That's why we got Stoop Knockout. Find us on there. All of our videos are on there. But the big announcement, what I'm coming up to is, if you guys don't follow us on there, then you have no clue what we're talking about. But, Paulie, how excited are you for what we're about to pop up on this screen right here?
Extremely excited. Extremely excited.
So,
this has been a long time coming, man.
I'm going to bring it up right here. I'm going to add it to the stage. All right, guys. Right here. You see right here on the screen, it says Birds Fades presented by Chop Shop. And then you got a lot of other stuff on here. So let me break down what it is for you guys. Our man over at Philly Fades, Mike Webb Jr., has got in contact with
shout out to Mike,
Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Eagles Autism Charity Foundation. and he's going to be doing a charity fundraiser every single Eagles game. What he's going to be doing, he's going to be giving haircuts to Eagles fans. I mean, I'm sure we can give some haircuts to non-Eagles fans, but you're probably going to have to pay double. We don't know how that's going to have to work yet. We're going to have Mike come on here next week or the week after to discuss more of that. But what he's going to be doing, he's going to be donating 75% of his proceeds from the haircuts to the Philadelphia Eagles Autism Foundation. Now, where does that bring us in? Paulie, tell them what we're going to be doing.
We're hosting it, man. We're talking to the people being amongst our fellow PA brothers and sisters. We are here. It's called Cuts in the Conversation. Come out, man. This is great. This is great for a great cause. Kick it. Go have a beer or two. We straight.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a great time, guys. And Phoenixville, honestly, Phoenixville has really come a long way. It's been great. The Great American Pub, shout out to them. They've been amazing. It's a good time, guys. There's nothing like football. There's nothing like good food. Nothing like good beer. And there's nothing like going to the barbershop and chopping it up.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You get all that in one atmosphere. This is so live that I can't wait.
Yeah. So to break it down a little bit even further, every away game we are going to be live doing it at the Great American Pub on 148 Bridge Street in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. So if you're around the area, even if you're not an Eagles fan, there's other games going on. So you could come join. Don't want to get your hair cut? That's fine, guys, because my man Mike has literally dialed this in. We're going to be having a beer pong tournament. You're going to pay, get into a tournament, win some money, drink some beers, win some merchandise possibly.
Come get this work.
I haven't played beer pong in like 10 years, but, I mean, listen.
Come get this work.
I got the floater. I mean, 6
like Jordan.
My man Jason, you better watch out because, like, I got a jumper, bro. No, but yeah, for real. Bro, we got a pong tournament going on, and we also have a cornhole tournament going on. On top of that, you know, we're also going to have, speaking of the devil, see on here.
Hold up. Do we got a special guest?
He's joining in right now, so let me wait to see if he hops in here. But
we have a special guest, y'all.
I'm gonna wait to see if I can get him on here. But we got our man Mike trying to sign in here, so I'm gonna keep talking until he gets here. So let me see what happens with him here. But guys, anyway, like you said, we're gonna have beer pong tournament. We're gonna have cornhole tournament. We got hot dogs, burgers going on as well. Mike's going to be cutting your hair. He's the best barber I ever seen. I mean, listen, he's going to be giving me a good fade. So if you guys see me walking around town, posting at the gym, looking good, ladies, hold back. All props to my man Mike. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, we got baby Kelsey right here, PJ, apparently. So he's going to be looking good, too.
Yo. I might have to change the cut.
Yeah, but before Mike even gets on there, all that, guys, you can follow that right on our Instagram and mainly on our Facebook because, like I said, Facebook group is where we're mostly at. But make sure you follow Mike. You know, like his name is Philly Fades right here. You can follow him right on phillyfades.com. Go to his website. You got all of his prices right here. He does eyebrows, hair wash, hair dyeing. You know, some of us are getting a little old here. We need a little dyeing here. I mean, I do. So, I mean, hey. Men's bald fade. Listen,
baby.
Bald fade. Like, for real. I got a bald fade. So, I mean, hey, got that too. He does beard trimming, which obviously, like I said, we need the fades. He got a discount for seniors. He does kids' haircuts. You name it. So go on the website, phillyfades.com. You can check out all of his stuff on there. He's also located in Phoenixville at 200 Bridge Street, right down the street from the pub. We also got him on Instagram, Paul. Give him a little insight on his Instagram right here.
Yo, Mike puts a lot of content on Instagram. He has a lot going on, man. I'm telling you. Listen, he not only does he show off his cuts, he does his little thing in the podcast world too. So make sure you check that out.
You guys check it out.
He does a lot. The one thing I love about Mike, he does a lot for the community.
Absolutely does.
Mike is a real one when it comes to this. I think this is something you guys should stop by. You know, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you're gonna miss out on a good one.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out the type of person he is, if you don't already follow him, don't know him, check him out on his Instagram at Philly Fades IG, Philly_Fades_IG. Check him out on there. He got stories all day. He got posts all day from not just what he does at work, but what he does in the community as well, his podcast as well. You can see how good his work is, his cuts are. So follow him on there. And then, guys, like I said, Philly Fades, check him out every Sunday at the American Pub for every Eagles away game. We're going to be there. We're going to be having fun. We're going to be showing you guys how to tailgate because I know a lot of you don't understand how to tailgate, or a lot of you don't like to go down to tailgate because you don't have a good group of people with you. But don't worry, guys, because on the home games, Paulie, we going to be at the link too, right, baby? You going to be at the link?
Yeah, we're gonna slide to the link. I'm gonna be around you bird brains, but I'm gonna show y'all love.
All I'm gonna say is we are not gonna have our pet alligators with us, so you don't gotta worry. We're not gonna bring that with us.
Damn.
Yeah, it's frowned
upon.
upon.
I can't bring little Momo in. I can't bring Momo in.
He can stay in the trailer, but like he can't get out because if he gets out, we're a little screwed. But guys, we got a guest right here, so he's live. So let me bring him right in.
We got a special guest. Hold up, we have a special guest.
Yo, listen, technical difficulties. I came in there. Your browser ain't allowing. I'm like, no.
Hey, well, we gave the full rundown of you.
I heard. I could hear. Yeah. I just couldn't react.
We're filled in.
It's all good, bro. You want that?
So, guys, I want to welcome to the podcast. We got Mr. Philly Fades himself, Mike Webb Jr. Welcome, man. We are glad to have you here.
Welcome, fellas. Welcome.
Finally.
So, man, glad to have you on here finally, bro. Like, it's been a while. Our schedules, we ain't really linking up that well because we're busy, which is a good thing.
Good.
Which is a good thing, but
you see, with what's going on this weekend, though, this was a must.
Yeah, you reached out to me. Yeah. Paulie was giving me some information about it the other day, and I was like, I don't really understand. You reached out to me, and I was like, oh, we in.
I told you.
We're in. So I got it right on screen here. I'm going to bring it up. If you could see it, guys, again. We got the man here himself. We got to hear from you. So
break it down, Mike. Tell him what it's about.
Yeah. Listen, haircuts. First off, it's beyond an honor to be able to collaborate with home base on that's really for the cause. I'm already cutting hair. I love that I don't have an actual product, so I can just give free things away all the time. So now that it's for a cause, Autism Foundation, now I like to contribute things that we're doing anyway and funnel it for a cause. We're already having fun watching the Eagles game, buddying it up, tailgating. So now you give a purpose to it. I'll give, a portion of that to a foundation. So I'm doing haircuts, 75% off. It's $20 for Eagles fans with a jersey. $20 for fans. Did I say that right? $25 for fans, $20 for fans in a jersey. But the catch is you have to qualify by answering 2 of 3 Eagles history questions. So I'm going to test you. You're not just going to come in there and be like, oh, yeah, yo, you see my Eagles? All right. Well, listen, what year did the Eagles go to the Super Bowl?
My man. I like it.
What year were the Eagles established? Give me one of those. Like, I need you to really show your fandom. Plus, this makes for awesome content. So, everything. I had one of my mentors.
Cowboys fans.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to come in there.
Yeah, nah. You get a haircut. It's gonna cost you 50 push-ups. But
that's it.
That's it.
That's
right.
It.
Dallas. It depends on your age.
Yeah.
If you above 45, all right, I'm gonna need 50. You come in there like us, and being a Dallas fan, I'm gonna need at least 100.
All right, that's fair.
You get 2 breaks.
At least 100. There. He wants a beam for the cut. That's a beam for the cut, people.
I had another question for you. So, what if they're not a fan of the Eagles, but they got say Buffalo Bills jersey on, but they want to get a haircut? $25.
So
or is that more?
So because this is for the cause, you can still pay, and that money goes to the foundation. But the effort for me to do it, especially if I'm gonna have my green on with my green around me. I need some effort now. So I'm gonna judge this by character. If I can look at you, stature, you a kid, I'm gonna need 25 push-ups off you, Scout.
All right.
You a grown man, you in shape, you come in there, you over there looking like Bobby. I'm gonna need at least 250.
Damn,
I need 250 right now.
That's fair. Give me. I'll do it in under a minute. That's cool. We got a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna need a minute and a half for that. Though.
Are you coming in here enjoying these festivities, not being a fan? So yeah, it's all for the cause.
All right, that's awesome,
Love
man.
it. Love
I
it.
like that. So I mean, what made you actually like choose this cause? It's because I know you're an avid Eagles fan, right? And
I am.
So is that why you chose it? Because the Eagles.
Well, I wanted to give back. Like I said earlier, I love that I have the option of giving back at any time for any cause. So I chose something. One, I wanted to get with the gang. I wanted to support my Eagles somehow, some way. So I looked up a list of the organizations that they donate to. And the Autism Foundation is actually that resonated with me because I used to be a vocational aide for the Devereaux Foundation. Okay. So for 5 years, I trained and I simulated a working environment for people with intellectual disabilities, but they were classified as high functioning. So they may have had like Asperger's or just even a low IQ, schizophrenia, things that honestly real normal people in society have and deal with on a regular day basis, but they weren't diagnosed with it at some point in time. So I became familiarized and empathetic to what was going on. So that was my tie specifically to that foundation. And out of all that they gave, again, just that specific one resonated with me.
That's cool. That's a good reason to do it. You know, a lot of people that do charity, it doesn't really matter why you choose charity, but for you to actually have a cause of why you choose it, I think it means more to you and making this bigger than a normal person just would be doing it just to do it. Because a lot of people do a lot of charity work just to do it. So you actually got a reason why you're doing it. And I like it. And I actually think it's pretty amazing that you actually got into contact with the Eagles. And
effort, man. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. I saw that. And I was like, damn, this guy's legit. All right. I was like, damn. First off, I saw Eagles Autism Foundation as well. And I see that a lot on the commercials.
Yeah.
I had kids growing up, autism. Growing up, you know how it is with kids dealing with them.
Yeah.
So I like the cause as well. And that alone, and knowing you from Paul, from person you are, I was like, I'm in on this, man. So I love it. So I didn't know you were starting this week coming up already, though. But I was like, dude, all right, let's go.
Honestly, I wanted to start last week at the first game being at home. But I had just, let me see, when did I come up with this? I would say a solid 3-4 weeks ago, so a solid month ago. And the goal is to get sponsorship to create the event, not to make profit, but to just cover the parking, for example. I'll need at least 3 car spaces, 3 to 4 to be comfortable. That alone is about $300. And then there's the creation of the video, because these are episodes. These will be episodes from 5 to 8 minutes long. But I've learned from being in business and just myself, we all operate like this. If you give money for something, it will be nice to have something back in return. So especially I feel like if I donate to something, not that I would be looking for it, but I would be grateful that I got something back in return. So for my sponsors, I plan to do a commercial for them. So and I named the sponsor packages rightfully so. The top one is Brian Dawkins' package. The next one is Reggie White, and the bottom one, not for any particular reason, he's just not a GOAT like the top 2 are yet, the Jalen Hurts. So to choose these packages, out of any one, you still get a shout out in the intro and the outro. And, there'll be product placement and or logo placement, but the commercial I wanted to provide some type of gift for sponsoring an event that was for a good cause. So not only do you get something, emotionally back, morally back, but yet now you have a clip that is of prime quality. So if you haven't seen the quality of content that Philly Fades is putting out and my Philly Fades
fire.
at my Philly Fades Chop Shop, that's 2 P's on IG. We just dropped the dopest commercial that you probably have seen in a very long time. So prime quality, and it's going to be epic. It really is. Because once we drop that first one, once my Chop Shop and Stoop Life brings the vibe of haircuts, good vibe food, moral goals here, combined with the vibes of just Sunday night football, Sunday football. Yeah. Prime content.
I agree with you, man, and I understand exactly what you mean about like giving something and they want to get something back.
Yeah.
But what is not getting resonated here? What people got to understand, there's a difference between what a good character person wants in return and what a normal, society person wants in return. Now, what you mean by that is exactly what me and Paul mean. It's what I do a lot. Is it's not exactly about the money you're getting in return, but it's the relationships that you're building that you're getting in return. So what you're doing here and what you're trying to build with relationships, that alone is enough for me to want to do it, because there's not a lot of people out there that do anything like that anymore. And I preach it all the time on the other podcasts I do, that we need more of that. Because everybody's out here trying to get something from everybody, and nobody has shit. Like, dude, we all gotta, we're all struggling, so we all gotta help each other out to build together. So for you to want to build a community off of this, of what you're gonna do, when you got that mindset and mentality going into it, it's already a good start, man. And I already love doing that. I know you feel the same way, Paul. That's why we do what we do, because sports,
man,
haircut, same thing. It's fresh, and then you get to talk shit. It's like it's two things we all love.
Where do y'all get your best conversation at as a kid? You go to the barbershop. I didn't grow up with Twitter. We didn't grow up with Twitter and all that. Yeah. That didn't come our way until we got older. So when I wanted to talk shit, I wanted to talk my shit in with sports, girls, sneaks, whatever. You gotta go to the shop. It is Twitter. Wow. It is Threads. That's what it is.
And
like
it's what we're missing as a society too, man. Like we don't have enough of that anymore. So
man.
Like having people actually come out to go back to what we, like you just talked about. It's that alone is great, and that alone, once that gets captioned of what you're doing and what we're doing and bringing, I think it could be very, very big for everybody involved with it. And the foundation, the Autism Foundation as well, like it's great for them too. So it's all there. I want to talk about your packages a little bit, because I didn't have a slide for that on here. When do you plan on starting those packages for the sponsorship? Because we talked about it earlier. We're going to be doing all the away games at the Great American Pub. Are you going to start that at the American Pub, or is that strictly for the link? You're going to start that when you go to the home games?
So no, that's actually for the events, period. That's sponsorship for every individual week. Because even if the funds don't go towards the, let's say, I should have sent you this so I can pull it up. So did you guys know that there are Eagles tailgating packages?
Yes, I think I did hear about this.
To where you can rent a canopy, a tent. They'll pull the food truck up. One of them is an RV. You get the 42-inch TV, a grill. They pull all of this up for you. So now it really becomes an even bigger event. And if more people are able to come, I can bring along 2 or 3 barbers. So now the event gets bigger, the donations get bigger. So if there's the sponsorship to just cover it, now whoever sponsors, again, back to my point of getting something back, it's not as if you're a sponsor behind closed doors and you're allowing something to occur. Not only do you, for example, let's say, shout out to Chickies and Pete's. I'm pulling through with them. We're getting there. Let's say I have random B-roll footage, people firing up these fries, and just you somehow find the comedic pull in there. 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds. That's a clip that this establishment can repurpose at any time. So I would, back to your original point, the packages start last week, 3 months ago. When I first put this together, I started taking this to businesses. I have a hand copy, and then if I was able to get a hold with the person in charge remotely, I would send them the file of that proposal package.
Okay.
So you said you didn't have them because I can run through it.
No, yeah. So I didn't have them on here. I had them from what you sent me, but I didn't bring it up here because it wasn't like a picture like this. It was what you sent me, you know. So
Gotcha.
Guys, I'm gonna get all the information and we're gonna get that out because I know I got a lot of people that own businesses that are like-minded like us that I've dealt with in the past that I know would love to be involved.
People who have sponsored us, I'm sure will love to join forces with you.
Yeah, because like
right.
in Stoop Life, guys, we got a lot of people that are like us that, you know, went to Norristown High School or went to, you know, a local Philadelphia high school that just want to make it on their own with the same people that have a community that we're built together that we want to help out. You know, we've helped out, y'all have helped us. So this is the perfect opportunity for everybody to, you know, just come in and make the community
and be tied to the birds.
Yeah, I mean, Paul started Stoop Life for that exact reason. So, like, for you to do this and then have us, you want to reach out to us. It was an honor for you to reach out to us because there's a lot of people out here that do a lot of different podcasts and stuff like that. So, for you to have this idea and reach out to us about it, like, I really appreciate that. And we ain't gonna let you down, man. We're gonna kick this off good.
Gotcha.
So for the packages, guys, I'm going to get the information up. We're going to put that on our Facebook, on our Instagram. And I'm going to actually share it with a couple of you that I know are listening that might be interested in it. And maybe we can figure out how to get other people involved with it as well. And never know, man. Because the packages that you have, I love them. It kind of reminds me of, so when my one buddy does golf outings every year. And they do like the sponsorship packages, so it's like that.
Hey, Kimberton.
A couple of them, man. They do them all over the place. A couple, yeah. But you know how they sponsor it, and you get your banner, you get this and that. Take that, guys. So you're sponsoring an event, and you're doing it every weekend. That's what this is. So it's literally like a big sponsorship at the Eagles. You know,
that's recorded too.
Yeah.
So it's not like the event happens and then no one sees it again. No. You can go right on YouTube and pull up the event that you sponsored.
Yes. I mean, it's pretty.
I pulled them up.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Pulled them up.
Yeah, read them all if you want.
Oh, we'll start at the top. Brian Dawkins. For the Brian Dawkins sponsorship package, $900, you get not only do you get a 1 second, 30 to 40 let me start from the top. 30 to 40 second brand awareness commercial played during the episode. So you actually get some choice of where you would like this to, top of the episode, back of the episode, brand designated message to be conveyed, and this file will be sent back to you for your own repurposing. Logo placement in the barber area where I'll be cutting hair, also on the beer pong, that's big and small pong, and also in the cornhole area. Brand recognition shots will be caught on camera during the intro and the outro. And also, of course, you'll be tagged in all social media platforms. Then we have the second one. You got your Reggie White package. $650 gets you a 15-second to 20-second brand awareness commercial. And this will be placed during the intro and the outro.
That's sick.
Next with this package, same thing now. So you get your placement in the barber area, beer pong, cornhole, brand recognition shots during the intro and outro, and you're also tagged on social media. So this trickles down, so you get the same sponsorship coverage with the Jalen Hurts package, but you don't get your 2 commercials. So you still have placement everywhere and a shout out during the intro and outro. but you don't have that specific imagery, brand recognition, product placement, or logo placement, whatever suits fit. So yeah, those are your 3. After, we'll definitely get with Stoop Life and we'll post these.
All right, so I'm pretty quick with
absolutely.
the phone. I got it coming up right here. It was good that you were talking, so we're gonna go right over it again. I got it right here. I was like, I gotta get on this. Let me put this on here. Ooh, different one. Where we at? Hold on. Not that one. Hold on. Gotta remove it. Hold on. Coming up.
Yes, you do that.
When you were talking,
also
I
when
was
we're
like, I
down
gotta
there
get
at
this
the
on.
lake.
Hurry up. All right, here we go. We're gonna bring it up right now. Boom. There we go, guys. Bam. There we go. So, just what you just said. You got all. If you guys are listening on audio, be sure to check us out on YouTube at Stoop Knockout or our Facebook group at The Stoop Life, so you can see exactly what we got on the screen here, because everything he just said, we got it right here on the screen. We got all of the packaging, the Brian Dawkins package, the Reggie White package, and the Jalen Hurts package. All exactly what you just said there. And it goes over every single thing. So, I mean, we're going to post this on our page as well, so you guys can read it again. But, dude, when you came up with these, I love them. So, first off, guys, I want to talk about the Jalen Hurts package, because $225, logo placement in the cornhole area. So, hold up. Like, at first, when I was like, we're doing haircuts, we're hosting, I was like, wait a second, we got cornhole? So, let's talk a little bit about the cornhole, because I want to talk about the cornhole. How's the cornhole?
That's like
work?
a staple. That's like a staple now at tailgates. At the very least, you will see a cornhole.
Absolutely.
Now they're getting a little fancy with the little football games kicking in, but cornhole, that's like a staple at tailgates and the beer pong at all parties, especially our age group. Like, it's a for sure that some pong is going on. So just take a little step further, just because I anticipate more people. You got your large pong and small pong.
Okay.
Large ones.
We got 2. Ooh.
Yeah.
I present a challenge there. I like that.
I like it.
I like that.
I mean,
got the small and the big. Got the
and the funds raised from playing these games will go straight to the foundation. So $5, just $5 to play.
That's pretty good.
It's a bargain. That's less than a carnival game.
Word. I'm working on, and speaking of carnival,
all side bets will be held by myself. I'm gonna hold them all. So if you lose, good luck getting your money back. But if you win, we're fair and game. We do side bets. You know, we're Stoop Duel or Stoop King, whatever one. We're gonna be holding the side bet. I'm not gonna be bad because I'm not good. But I'll tell you what, like I used to live in Florida, and I go to a lot of the Tampa Bay Bucks games when I was down there. And these Florida people, you know that they get hardcore with cornhole. Like we're from Philadelphia, so we're even. You know, it's even worse. So I like that idea right there where you're charging to play cornhole, but it's going to charity. That's the best part right there, because why not?
Yeah.
You know, because you're going to have people getting some drinks, shooting the shit, and now all of a sudden they're like, all right, 5-5. Boom. They're going to play. It's all day.
It turns into this. All right, loser pays for the next game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you know what it reminds me of? So if you're in a bar, you know the punching machine thing? Like, do you know that makes more money than any other thing, like in arcades, like combined, like because you got the egos drinking, it makes so much money, and that's what cornhole is to tailgating. And I'm like, dude, it's insane. Like, I know my cousin. If you're listening, my cousin down in Florida, this man will probably lose $225 on top of the donation just playing cornhole, because if he loses one game, he's gonna play till he wins. And he probably be drunk, he won't even be able to hit it, but he's gonna keep playing. But it's like, yo, it's a good cause, because he's like, yo, it's whatever, if I lose, I'm playing and I'm donating. So it's not bad at all. I like that. I love that idea. So we're gonna go to the second one you got here, the Reggie White. We got the Reggie White on here. Beer pong was on here. So how's the beer pong going to work now?
So you get your placement. I'll have the placement of the logo smack dab in the middle of the table. And mind you, I said I'll have cameras going around this entire thing. So I'll have one camera in the booth with me, another camera will be on a tripod capturing everything, and then I'll have a cameraman going around with the hosts. Because of course, you guys just aren't going to be talking to the air. Nah, you locked in right here. Tell me them foolish answers right now on camera. Boom. Like prime content. So those are the opportunities to where now that cameraman is right here. Is 1-1. Like when people are really in the game, obviously, ABC Cleaning sponsored, so they're right there, smack dab in the middle of the table. Product placement. I guess it's necessary. I went to school for business marketing and management. So like when I see things of opportunistic capabilities, especially marketing, like, hey, you stand back and you look at this thing from here. If I were just watching this unaware of anything, what would catch my attention? Beer pong is right there. I don't know if this is how I played, but isn't it 2 cups if you bounce?
Yeah. I mean, I know certain colleges have different rules, but like,
So like, yo, bounce that off the logo.
Yeah.
Now it's a super close up on Super Life logo. Like there's some meaning behind the mastery.
And guys, like he said earlier in the podcast, if you aren't understanding his video cuts, go check him out on his Instagram. Like, phenomenal. Like, we're gonna put all the tags up in the post when I'm done here. But Philly Fades IG, put Philly_Fades_IG. Click his link. Because what was your the Philly Cuts podcast Instagram?
Yeah. The other one is My Philly Fades Chop Shop.
Okay.
With 2 T's.
Well, I know, like I said, if you guys go to the one I said in the beginning, click on it. He has it linked in there as well. Follow both of them, obviously.
They're both in the bio.
Yeah, they're both right
so you
there.
Can't see one without seeing the other.
That's what's great about Instagram. You can click on all the bios. So just go check on that and follow it, because I'm telling you, like, you got some great cuts. You sent me one yesterday, and I was like, dude, you literally look like you're doing a movie trailer. Like, for real, it really did. Like, I'm not even just pumping up the shit. I'm like, for real, like, it's good. And I always tell Paul's always like, no, we gotta do a podcast and cut in. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to do that shit. Like, I was like, we're kind of just doing this for fun right now. I don't have enough time. I got 2 full-time jobs I'm running here. I was like, but I would love to. And I seen you doing it. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that's some top A+ stuff, man. I love it.
I got a tip for anybody listening. And this is what I've learned from being receptive. Now here's a sidebar. So now you're getting 2 tips. As a man, if you just swallow the pride and the ego and acknowledge that you don't know whatever it is, and you seek out, or you be receptive to people telling you how to do whatever it is that you don't know, you're so much more likely to gain awareness, new skills, and I didn't know anything about cameras. So what do? I go to someone who I do a podcast with, who was a cameraman. Told him what I wanted. He said, no, you don't want that camera. You want that one right there. Sony ZV-E10. One of the best vlogging cameras around.
Let me write
and then from there,
let me write that
now
down.
what you learn is that you can take bad footage and give it to a good editor, and you can get something amazing. But you can have good footage with a bad editor, and that's like having the best organic fruits and vegetables in the world, but you can't cook. You have to have the chef that knows how to put things where it should be. Even if those are bad ingredients, it still could come out tasting good. Yo, anybody seen Tracy Morgan's what was the show? I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, Tracy Morgan had a show.
You talking about the OG, the last OG?
Yes.
Nah, I understand. I get where you going from.
He was in jail making all types of concoctions of nasty stuff. And people was like, yo, what's this? Oh, that's hot Cheetos, grits, and a honey bun, and Vienna sausages. Oh, all right, no, this is good. It's all about the chef, man.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just reminded me
yeah.
of the big guy making his sodium creatine ramen noodles get swollen in prison.
Oh, you talking about Kelly?
Yeah, Big Cali or whatever. Yo, same thing. It's like
He must.
you just get to and make it. But no, back to your point. Like, throw the ego away. It works with anything in life, and it's so true. And like, a lot of people don't understand that foundation in life anymore, and that's why they don't get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I started doing fitness training, and that was the first thing I learned. Like, I don't know shit, and even if I do know, I don't know. Like, you got always learn.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you do learn, that's why I also found out teach other people, and that's one thing I'm liking here right now. What I'm listening to, because I got a lot to learn from you.
You just said, and then don't stop there, because I've recently learned that you don't fully know something until you're able to teach it. So now, as you're teaching what you learn, it's reinforcing the fact that you know it, because you don't know something if you can't teach it. So it's a vicious snowball, especially now once you learn. Oh, here's another gem. Once you learn how you learn, it's like third eye opening.
Absolutely is.
It
Man.
really is.
It is.
It really is.
Everybody
Conversations
learns different
change.
ways. Yeah, it's all different.
Troubleshooting things change. Awareness, like my marketing snowball, to even be here at doing an event, that the goal of the event is to really show that I can cut hair anywhere with my mobile barber station that's debuting on the market in December. But as a rollout for that, I can help people and kill a few birds with one stone if I do an event that's for charity with people who already donate to a very popular charity. And then again, how the brain works. Well, what kind of charity do? Oh, well, something that I'm already familiar to. And all of this started from creating a barber station. But it's like, once you, again, the awareness, and if you learn how you learn and process things, it becomes scary in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of things become games.
That's great, though. I like all that. And all that, guys, like, back to the original point, his edits are phenomenal. Because of exactly what you just said. You follow the right people.
He learned.
Teach you how to do it. You learn. Because I'm not going to lie, it's not eeasy, man. It's not easy. It's easy once you learn how to make it easy. Once you learn how to learn it, it's easy. The hardest thing is, like you just said in the beginning, acknowledge that you don't know how to do it. I mean, and that's why I love being able to collaborate here with you, because I'm the same exact way. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know something when I don't know it. Like, I'm just not going to do it, because now I'm like, am I wrong? Now they're going to find out I might be lying about everything. Now, I don't work like that. I want to know it, not just to act like it.
Right.
So I love that. So we got this back up. We're going to bring this back up here to sponsorships again. Go over it again. We got Jalen Hurts, Reggie White, and then we got the last one we got here, Brian Dawkins. Now, the Brian Dawkins one has a lot of other stuff. You got the commercial in the episode, which I like a lot. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't post about is, commercials during episodes. No other sponsorship I've ever seen has something like that in it.
Well, don't get that sauce away.
I'm just saying. Hey.
But yeah, it's all about being different, man. Product differentiation.
Yeah. I mean, just if I wasn't involved with you guys, honestly, like, I don't even go out and watch the games a lot, because I'm like, it's always the same thing when I go places. This would give me something that I would actually want to go out to, because of the cause.
Every Sunday.
And then once I got to know people like us, I'm not gonna toot our own horn, but once I got to know us, I'm there every week. Like, I'm there. I mean, yeah. So I love all the stuff you got going on here, man, with the sponsorships, with every single thing you got going on. And it's just the start. And like you just said, you're going to learn. So this is just the beginning. So guys, like, it's already looking phenomenal from the beginning with the ideas, the encouragement of that you actually want to achieve the goal. So going forward, it's just going to grow. I already love hearing that, man.
I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get my fade. I can't wait. Like, I've been doing this myself for a while. I mean, I got a lot better because I watch people.
Hey, Bobby, show him the fade, Bobby.
Nah, it
show him the fade, Bobby.
Right. Listen. I got a baldy, bro, and I just got some razors.
He's gonna need Beijing. Listen, he's gonna need a little Beijing. All right.
Listen, no, I wanted the bald. I want the bald man fade, and you got that on your website. The bald man fade. So I want it. So like I said,
he's a Narcon version of Miguel Cotto. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want my beard a little thick, but sometimes, like, I mess up, like, the fades because I use the little cheap razors. Yeah. And I faded it myself. Sometimes I make it look good, and then sometimes I'm like, you got to cut it all off. But I got a lot better. I got a lot better at doing it. But now, like I said, it ain't perfect. I'm not perfect at it. I got better for being cheap. My ass is doing it myself.
There we go.
Yeah, but like I said, when we start doing these events and I start looking fresh, Paul, don't ask questions about all the ladies hitting me up. Just don't worry about it.
You know what?
They're going to be joining Soup by the flocks.
Mike Webb, a.k.a. your wife's best barber.
Hell yeah.
Your wife's favorite barber, your girlfriend's favorite barber.
Favorite barber.
And I just want to let you guys know, there's a couple people since I posted our sponsorship stuff on my Instagram. I had 2 barbers actually DM me, and I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here. So if you are a barber, I'm not knocking your hustle, but like that's not how you get business, man. You don't see someone post something and then try and jump back on it. So I'm not calling you guys out or anything, but I'm calling you out. It don't work like that. I'm like, damn, all right, I see how it works. But, yo, is there any other stuff you want to talk about the event or about Philly Fades or yourself in this episode right here?
I mean, that other than the fact that we literally have the best barbershop in Phoenixville, voted 2023. Yes.
Y'all gotta go
there. Shout out my guys. Start from the front of the shop. We got AJ on the right, leading up to my guy Nick. My OGs in the back, Eddie, Ray, Jalen. You got Michelle up front. I'm downstairs cutting in the fan cave, which is also another dope ambiance. We have to we'll shoot a podcast in there one of these days.
Hell yeah, I love it, man. And I'm glad that we finally got the opportunity to collaborate with you. And me and Paul have been trying to do a lot of things with charity. Like, for like a year, we've been trying to do like a wiffle ball tournament. Yeah. We've been trying to do like a kickball tournament. And it's just tough. So this right here, I'm just going to tell you right here, this right here, when you reached out to us about it, it was just my mind went around like yours did. And I'm like, all right, we can do this. And then after, when it gets nice, we can do that. What we want to do. Now it's like, yo, like, we actually got to do it. And I talked about it earlier to Paul. I said, the crazy thing is, I'm a firm believer that I think our actions create consequences or positives in our life, and everything happens for a reason all the time. So
right now,
our podcasts are supposed to be on Thursdays, right? So the last 3 weeks we didn't do them because it was my birthday. We could have done it. We just made an excuse. I wanted to go out to eat, but we didn't do it because we were slacking on doing them. So it's easy to push it away. And then the Eagles played the following week, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm watching the damn game. Sorry, I got home late, and then his Packers played. So, we're like, yo, we're starting the podcast back on Thursday, and you messaged me yesterday. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So to get it even further,
it's a sign.
So to get it even further, I was like, I work on the weekends, but I'm like, this is an opportunity for me that I think it's worth it to jump onto for a good cause, for a lot of other reasons. But to make it further, I was like, we're going to need somebody to fill in because I'm away for like 2 weeks. Now, this is the crazy part. This is what I want to tell you. I'm away for 2 weeks, but the weeks that I'm away, the Eagles have a bye, and they play on Monday night. So I don't miss a single game. And I was like, how crazy is that? And I was like, that's a sign to me that, like, we got to do this. Bro. I was like, that's crazy. Like, what are the odds that I'm away for 2 weeks and I'm missing a single one? Like, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. I was like, all right, I'm in. So that made me even more excited. Action. Exactly, dude.
Inspired action.
Exactly.
Taking the action on things that just come in your universe through inspiration.
Yeah.
from a seed that you guys planted a while ago. You just said it yourself, saying, "Hey, we've been trying to do things, wiffle ball tournament, other type of charity events, and they, for whatever reason, they didn't happen." And then, just out of sheer randomness in the universe, I'm putting something together that you have absolutely no idea about, and then the timing of which I hit you up. Yeah. Inspired action.
I mean, it's pretty awesome, and I want to remind people
Perfect.
that it's a lot of people, like, we live in a society that we want stuff now. You know, we got social media, everything's a click. You got Amazon delivery, it's a day later. Life don't work like that. Like we just said, like, we had a lot of things going on that we wanted to do that we never did. That doesn't mean you got to give up on them. Just like your goals, your dreams in your life, don't give up on them. Because just because it might be 3 years later than you actually wanted it, doesn't mean you gotta, it doesn't matter as much. It honestly matters more, because most people in life, when they don't get something right away, or they have something fall through and they don't get it, they stop altogether. They just completely just give up on everything. We never gave up on wanting to do that. And like you just said, out of just randomness, you've reached out to us about it. And I was like, all right, let's just make sure we have to have this happen next year. And that's when it was supposed to happen.
Absolutely.
So we were supposed to come here. We were supposed to do this. And that just gets me more hype for this event. Like, for real. You know, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So, again, guys, I'm going to bring it up on the screen one more time. We got right here. You got the man right here, Mike Webb, Philly Fades himself. We got the flyer right here. $25 haircuts for fans, $20 haircuts for a fan in a jersey. But you got to answer some questions. We're going to be at Great American Pub on Sunday for all away games. And all 75% of the proceeds will be going to the Eagles Autism Foundation. So be looking at that.
QR code. That QR code goes directly to the Eagles page, and you'll see Philly Fades right at the top. You'll be able to pay for your haircut through there, or just go ahead and donate. So you have multiple options.
I love it, man. I love it.
Coming straight from the Eagles.
You guys are going to be seeing this a lot, because we're going to be sharing a lot of it, because it's a great cause. And, you know, we got a lot of people that we know want to help people out as well, so we're going to share it a lot. So if you want to find it, we'll have it all posted up in our group, on our pages, and that's just how it is. It's going to be everywhere, so don't get pissed off. If you do get pissed off, then something's wrong with you. But but the last one we want to go through, we want to run through it one more time right here. We got a list of it. We're going to be doing a charity event for the Eagles Autism, like on here. Philly Fades is going to be running it. All away games will be at the Great American Pub. And like I just said, all fundraiser money, 75% donated. You're going to have hot dogs, hamburgers, pong tournament, cornhole, sponsorship opportunities. So I'm excited. And, I mean, we can literally sit here and talk about it all day. But we didn't even do an event yet. So, guys, when we do an event, we're going to be back on here. We're going to be back on. We're going to do it again.
Boy.
So, you guys, get ready for updates. I know one thing also, we always want to have guests come on too. Like, that's one thing we love. We want to do when we started the podcast. We want to have a lot of guests on. But a lot of people are afraid to come on the podcast and talk for some reason. I don't know why. It's just whatever. So if you're at the event, I mean, maybe we'll be able to get you to come on the podcast, or maybe you have something else going on that we can help you with, or you can help us.
Yeah.
And we'll love to collaborate with everybody. But
networking.
I mean, that's what it's about. So, Mike, I want to say, I love this, what you're doing, and
appreciate
it's great that you're reaching out to community like us. We really appreciate that. I can't thank you enough for reaching out to us, and we didn't even start yet, so I'm ready to go. But I don't know if you're familiar. On this podcast, we do a lot of times do our picks against the spread for the NFL. So when football season comes on, we go a little hard with our football picks. So we got one here right here. We got all the picks for the week. So what we're gonna do is, let me find. I gotta click on the right one. Where are we at? There we go. I couldn't figure it out. I got a lot of little different things here I gotta go on here. So right here we got all the games for the week. We got a game right now. It's Thursday. We got Thursday night football going on. Like I said earlier, nobody really cares about that. That's why we're doing a podcast.
I think so.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
But what we usually do, guys, is every week I come on here and I do my picks for the week. I do all my picks against the spread, and I do over-unders. And then I'll give my locks for the week. Now, what I just told Paul was I've been slacking on doing these, man, and we do a pick 'em in Stoop Life where it's $11 per week. All you got to do is pick every single game against the spread. Whoever has the most right wins the cash. Now, that's right on ESPN, and you can literally see who's winning, who's losing, whatever it is. So I can't change the lines. I can't change my picks. Nobody can cheat. It's right on there.
Right.
I've only done one episode of my picks this year because I've been slacking, I've been working, been tired, all the excuses you can name. That's just what it is. Let's be real. But the week that I did do them, I won. So I gave my picks away that week, which is cool because it's like I like seeing people, do it right for betting purposes, and I won. The 3 weeks that I didn't do it, I didn't do too good. So I'm like, I need to win again. So we're gonna come back on here, and we got the picks for the week here. So right here, Paulie, I got the lines here. I got the over under. If you want to run through them, Mike, I want to get your intake on them as well. So maybe I can switch my picks, but we're not gonna take too much time on them. Like couple minutes or run through them because some of the games who cares about. But Paulie, floor is yours, man.
All right, brother. Who you like between them skins and them? We still call them. Are we allowed to call them the skins? That's the thing.
I got them skins. I didn't even realize it.
Definitely.
Bro, I call them all the time. Like when you guys played them last week, I said skins.
I mean, they're trying to sue. I mean, they're really the Native Americans are trying to sue to get it back. So why not? I mean, I don't know.
I don't want to get sued for it, so let's just say Washington on this one.
I got to change that thing. I didn't even notice. I mean,
it's all good. We good.
Mike, I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people are overvaluing Washington because they took us to overtime. I think it's
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but
for sure.
Anytime you're like at home. You're playing against the Bears. I mean, Bears pretty rough right now. I mean, on a short week.
I don't know. Bears mess around and lose by like 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, so for my pick right now, I like taking the points on Thursday Night Football. It hasn't worked out well the last 2 weeks, but I think I'm going to go back to taking the dog here. Just because you just said they might fuck around and we'll lose by 2. I don't think they're going to win the game, but
nah.
It might just be because I need Justin Fields to have a big game in fantasy football for me, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I started them too. So
I still pick Chicago on this one. 6.5. I like that. Especially now the live line is at 6, so that means it went down a little bit. So more money was on the Bears. So for the pick-em purposes, and honestly the 6 points, I like taking the Bears on it. For the over/under, it's 44.5. Usually the Thursday Night Football games are always under. But, I mean, we know the Bears give up like 40 points a game themselves.
They do. They're terrible on defense right now.
Yeah. So, I personally got the over. I'm not too confident in that. What about you, Mike? You think we go to over or we go under?
I'm going to go with you.
Yeah. I'm not too confident in it, but, I mean, I think they do give up like 28 points per game, though. So, I mean, that's...
Yeah. They're 30, yeah.
So, it's possible. They're going to get 30, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to roll with the Bears on this one, too, because I think they're going to... They might just lose by
Mike,
2,
who'd you
3.
take? You take Bears or Skins?
Definitely the Bears.
All right, so we're kind of like NFL Live where we all got the Bears. So if you're listening, bet the Skins.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
That's right, bet the Skins.
All right, so yeah, I agree with you there.
All right, Bobby, how about them Bills and Jaguars? You like that 5.5?
This is a tough game in my opinion because like Bills just came off a dominant win against a division rival, but they are at home. Jaguars.
Yeah.
The thing is, like Jaguars always play close games in London. You know, people forget it's in London. They're always
they own it. It's their turf. It's like it's a home game for them.
Yeah.
I agree.
My original mindset is like Bills are only given 5.5 at a neutral site. That's pretty. But like we just said, it's kind of a home game for Jacksonville. We know the NFL likes storyline, so if I'm looking at it like, yo, the Bills are minus 5.5, that's an easy line. I'm pretty sure everyone else is, so that's why I'm going to go with the Jaguars in this one. They're not going to win, but I think they're going to backdoor cover it. I think this is like a backdoor cover type of game.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Jags. To win.
To win? I mean,
Yeah,
They're
I'm
gonna
not
cover. I
arguing
believe. I
because
think they always do.
we got to remember
Yeah.
too. They are in London last week, so they're there again this week. That's 2 weeks in a row. Like they're adjusted. I mean,
Yeah,
then
they've been sleeping fine.
yeah. I mean,
And the Bills come over there fresh off the flight.
Yeah.
And you stretch the
it's going to be
knee.
a tough game. I don't know why I put at Bills. I think because the Bills are labeled the home team on FanDuel and all.
Yeah,
But it's really a Jaguars
Yeah, but it's in
game,
London.
honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
As for the over/under being at 48.5, obviously
I got under.
I go under. You know, because like Jaguars only gave up 20 points to the Chiefs. So, I mean, I go under, especially London. A lot of those games are really under. So I'm actually really confident in the under in that game. Like, that might be one of my locks, under. We'll see later. I don't know. Paulie, what do you got in this game?
This might be my favorite. For me, I'm rolling with them Jags, man. I'll take the over on that one, though. I'm gonna go over on it, though. I think we're gonna see a banger with these two.
It's in
Yeah,
London.
for sure.
I mean, never know. Yeah. What we got next?
Now, might be my favorite. This is probably my favorite player of the week. It's the Texans and Falcons.
It's your favorite game? Why is it your favorite game?
I'm gonna tell you.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell
CJ
you.
Stroud?
These two teams are at, huh?
Because CJ Stroud?
Yeah, CJ Stroud's not upsetting nobody, and the Falcons are playing actually really well. So Texas defense has been a little bit better. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna actually roll me. I'm gonna go with that in Texas at 1.5.
Who you got, Mike?
I'm taking under on that.
I'm not a firm believer in the Falcons. I really am not.
Yeah, me either. I'm not either.
I'll take the
I'm
under.
matching
I'll
Drake
take the
too.
under. And I definitely got the Texans. I think they'll cover the spread.
I agree with you. I actually got the Texans winning this game outright. I think they're going to be a 3-game win streak. Honestly, because of C.J. Stroud and the coaching, I'm very surprised at how good they are right now and disciplined.
He hasn't thrown a pick yet.
You know, like that. I think the ESPN. I hate watching it because they try to show these quarterbacks of things that they don't do that they should do. Like they kept trying to make C.J. Stroud like, oh, he's not a good outside pocket passer. Well, like, why's he got to be a runner? Like, he's not a runner. This dude is accurate as hell, though. Like, at the combine, all I kept seeing is, like, oh, well, he can't run out. Like, they don't got a good line. This guy honestly reminds me. Remember when Joe Burrow's rookie year kept getting hit, but he kept making all them passes his second year? And he was like, that's exactly what he's doing. He's not afraid to get hit.
It's clicky. Start clicking.
And they got some good talent at wide receiver. I know during our fantasy draft, I bashed Nico Collins.
Listen. And I told you about this. I said Nico Collins is going to snap this year.
Yeah,
Listen to me, and look what is he doing?
He's killing it.
He's snapping.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing his thing, and and not to mention, I don't like the way the Atlanta's offense is running. I love Bijan, but like they're mistreating Drake London and Kyle Pitts. They're not going to score. Like,
honestly, Ritter plays like he's Terry Bradshaw, like back in the 70s. Like he's just he's not good, bro. I mean, I don't know about you guys, what you think, but I think if the Falcons could make a trade and possibly get Fields or maybe like Kirk Cousins, get a quarterback that can actually play, they'd be scary, man. Because like you just said, Pitts.
They would.
Yeah, they could be scary.
Pitts, London, Bijan, Aguilar, Cordell Patterson. The team's actually solid, and the O-line's not bad at all. It's
all they need is a game
one
manager.
play calling.
Exactly.
Yeah. They need somebody who's not going to make a mistake.
Yeah, they could be scary. All right, we got a lot of games to go through. Let's get them done.
All right, so who you like with this Lions and Panthers game?
So I'm
Bryce is out. Bryce is out.
Yeah, I'm gonna give everybody a update on this. The live line right now is 10.5, so it went up 2 points. So I mean, if that doesn't tell you the Lions are gonna blow them the fuck out, it's at the Lions.
Lions are gonna kill them.
I don't know why all these got ats all over. I messed up my chart here. I just realized I was like, wait, what the hell's going on? But yeah, I think Detroit is just gonna run them over, man. I don't know how Carolina's gonna move the ball. Not only is Bryce out, but right now they're rumored that it's out. Our running back from last year. Why can't I think of his name?
Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders. They said Sanders might be out.
Yeah,
and
Sanders. Yeah.
They got Chuba back there. So I'm personally going to go with Detroit, and I'm going to go with the over. I think Detroit's going to put up a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I'm also just going
as much as I would want them. Yeah, it's an ugly game. This is a terrible, disgusting game right here. I don't even know who to pick on this one. What do you guys think? I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Is the Colts quarterback still hurt?
No, he's playing.
I think Anthony Richardson actually. Yeah, he is playing.
As of right now, I'm pretty sure Jonathan Taylor's going to play, which is pretty crazy. This game is actually in Indy, not at both. It's in Indy. But the crazy thing is, guys, for this, the live line, I just checked it, is Tennessee minus 2.5. I don't know how. I don't know why. That just kind of right there tells me to take Tennessee right here on this line with 1.5. Even though I'm not confident in that at all, because I think Anthony Richardson plays. Why not? But that's a line to keep an eye on, because that's going to go back and forth. Because if Jonathan Taylor and Richardson are both playing, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Titans killed Cincy last week, but that's not saying much. So me personally, I'm going to take the Colts, even though I just said take Tennessee. I'm going to go with the Colts, and I'm going to go with 42.5 is such a low score, but I got to go under. Like Tennessee, just I don't know. I think it might be like a 17-10 game. I'm going under with the Colts.
Yeah, it's not a lot of offense.
I'm going under, so
yeah.
It's a terrible game. Let's just be real. It's terrible. All right, so we're gonna roll with Dolphins and Giants here. I think Dolphins coming off a devastating loss. So, and they're playing against a really terrible, terrible Giants defense.
Well, you don't think Daniel Jones is the next it factor?
Listen,
no, he's not the second coming.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. But
I was so happy when they signed him, man. Like I was like, thank you. Like,
Like,
over Saquon, but I mean Saquon's hurt. But
they should have just let him go, and they should have traded Saquon. Like I don't know what they were doing. Like they should have stacked up picks for this year's draft to get Caleb Williams. Like I don't know what they were doing. I mean, but hey, whatever. To each their own.
He named them though. He named them. Caleb has him on his list. So
I don't know if they're going to be the first pick. I mean, there's some bad teams right now. They look like one of the worst defenses in the NFL. They got a lot of players.
Terrible.
But they got Coach of the Year. I mean, yeah, talk about that. That was a bunch of BS. We got
double.
I think Dolphins going to run them the fuck over. I think it might be like the Cowboys game where they shut them out like 40-0. It's gonna be bad. It's in Miami.
Can we see another 70-point performance from this offense? Can we see that? Maybe not, but I can say 50. I'll say 50.
You know, from fantasy football purposes, that Seattle's defense put up 30 points on them, and their defense ain't really that good. So Dolphins get Bradley Chubb back this week. So Daniel Jones is probably gonna get hit even more. So they might have like a pick six, and they might have like 2 fumble touchdown returns. I mean, I might not expect a lot of offense, but they might like show up on defense. That's like easy. So I'm honestly going with the Dolphins, and I'm going with over. That was supposed to say 49, not 39. So I'm gonna go over still. I think the Dolphins put up 50
with ease. I agree.
Yeah, I think it's a 50 bird today. We're gonna see on this one. Plus, after that was a bad loss they had against the Bills, man. I'm sure Mike McDaniel's not gonna want to go out there and show off again. So just to erase that bad loss.
Yeah.
So.
That was bad.
All right, let's get to them Patriots and Saints, man. I mean, we got Alvin Kamara back for another week, one more week. So maybe we're gonna see, him being used more. I know in fantasy he's projected about 15. So how do you feel about this, Bobby?
I don't know how the Patriots are favorite.
For J.C. Jackson.
I don't know how the Patriots are favorite. They are at home. but they lost like three. They lost their like three best defensive players.
They got J.C. Jackson back though.
Yeah, and that Saints defense they're pretty good.
Nasty, nasty.
Yeah, so I mean, Patriots are in trouble. I mean, Bill Belichick's in trouble. I'm not going to doubt him ever because of what he's done in the past, but I think we're seeing more clearly now than ever that was Tom Brady. But, I mean, he is older, so maybe not. But I don't know how the Patriots are favored in this, so I think Saints all day. I got the Saints in this.
For sure.
And I'm going under, just simply because I think every Patriots and Saints game so far this year has went under except for one of them each. So they're combined. They're combined 7-1 on the under. So I think that's under game right there. I'm not gonna watch that, but that's bad game.
I'm definitely good on the Patriots.
yeah.
All right, so we got a rivalry game of the week. I would say it's the Ravens at the Steelers. How you feel about this?
Steelers are trash.
Yeah, this is another one.
Matt Canada is a problem. That's the problem. Matt Canada.
I mean, Najee Harris is out here supporting him. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's just trying not to get traded.
He's terrible.
I mean, he's pretty bad. But they're bad too. I don't know which quarterback's playing for him. I don't think it matters. They're both equally as bad. This line, I don't know about you, Mike, but I'm scratching my head at this line. Like, I get it's at Pittsburgh. These like division games are always close, but like 4.5, I think it would have been like 6.5. Yeah, 4.5. It's only 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. That's cool. For the Ravens, though, is anyone injured on the Ravens?
I think they're getting a lot of players back. Actually, I think a lot of their players were out. I'm pretty sure they're getting both the wide receivers, Odell and Bateman, back. I don't know on the defensive side of the ball, but like, does it really matter for Pittsburgh? I mean,
No. I'm pretty sure they're stacked as far as health.
I do think Deontay Johnson's coming back for the Steelers right now. I think this is his week back.
I think he's out this week. I think he got hurt week 1, and they put him on.
You sure?
He's out.
You sure?
Week. He's back next week. Yeah, I mean, I might not be
it's
correct.
next week.
He's back next week. Yeah,
I heard through the grapevine.
Well, he wasn't on the PUP for 4 weeks, or I don't know how it works. He went on week 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be his 4th week. I mean, I know I got him on my IR in fantasy football, bro. I mean, when he comes off, I might just have to cut him because they stink. But I mean, but like, this is the type of line you look at and you scratch your head at, like, why is it 4.5? Now, a lot of times you overthink these things and you go, they're trying to play these games with you. So I mean, I'm going to go with the Ravens here just simply because I think the Steelers are just all sorts of banged up, like we just spoke about. And I think Lamar gets the division games, man. He gets the division games. He really does. Like,
he does.
He's like 90% win rate in the division, which is crazy. And people still love to hate the guy. He leads the league in pass percentage that's past 10 yards plus, which is crazy. But Lamar just gets it done. I'm rooting for Lamar as well. I want Baltimore to win. I think they're not like they were last year. Like last year, they came out the gates firing. They were like great, and then he got hurt. This year, they're kind of like up and down. But I'm taking the Ravens with the -4.5 here. As for the over/under, lowest one of the week at 38.5. I mean,
you're going over.
Yeah, I was like, how do you?
Ravens are liable to put up 30.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to say under just because it's like Pittsburgh stinks. Like, they're not going to score, but it's like
I'll give them a touchdown.
Yeah, like 30-7. It's under. It's a tough line.
It's true.
Like, this is one of the toughest games of the week, but I'm going to go over just because Lamar's on the field. He might get 3 rushing touchdowns himself, plus throwing. Mm-hmm. So I'm going over in this game. I'm taking the Ravens.
Yep.
All right, so we got another one right here where we got Joey Baggs. Is he going to get his shit together this game? Going up against a team that might be trying to get Caleb Williams. So
looking that way.
I mean, we got the Bengals.
The way this team.
Bengals -3.5 at Arizona. That's another head scratcher because you're like, man, like he's been so bad because he's hurt, Joe Burrow. But it's like
he's hurt. He can't be himself.
Yeah, like common sense. You're like, yo, he's got to come back, right? But like he's hurt. Yeah. Like it's not like he's banged up. He's hurt. Like, he's actually hurt. Like, if you watch him play, he got no power on the ball. He can't move outside the pocket. He just got paid all that money. It's like they don't want to tank, but this line, I don't know, man. It's like I want to take the dog.
It's the same song.
Yeah, I want to take the Cardinals here, but it's like, am I going to bet against Burrow here? You know, like we keep wishing it. I mean, I got him in fantasy football in our keeper league. He's killing me, and it's like I gotta play him this week, and I don't have anyone else. So I'm like, is my fandom like for it there or like logic? I don't know. So I need help on this one, guys. Mike, I need your input.
Man, load management is going down in Cincy right now. It's a wrap. Man.
Who you taking?
Because they're not, like you said, they're not going to sit him. There's too much money there. Yeah. And he's just not getting it done. I'm going with the spread.
He's not.
Cardinals, and I feel like they'll cover the spread.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do too, because, you know, I mean, last week it was 14.5 that got blown out. But that was the Niners. Now you're looking at the Bengals. They just got blown out by a team we just said is horrible earlier, the Tennessee Titans. I mean,
yeah,
it's tough. I mean, I don't know. I'm torn at this one, so I'm actually going to go with the Bengals. Call me a. I don't know. Like, I just look at the line and I'm like, man, like, all right, I got to go with Joey. I'm going with Joey. I think Jamar Chase is going to have, like, yak. He's going to have, like, 120 yards yak. Like, he's going to come out and be like, I'm going to take control of the game like Justin Jefferson does a lot in Minnesota. That's why I'm going to take him. Because I think Arizona's just not a good football team. They've been playing pretty good. But, I mean, like, nah. Like, earlier in the year, they weren't favored in any game. They still aren't. So it tells me they're still not a good football team.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Cincy here, and I'm actually going to go over because I don't like betting unders. Arizona, we showed them they can put up points. So I mean, if Arizona does win the game, they might put up 30. You know, it might be 30 to 14. It might be right there. So I mean, I'm gonna go over as well. I'm gonna go Bengals and over. That's a hard one for me, though. That's a hard one for me.
That is a tough one. Yeah. But I think Joey Baggs snaps his gets his shit together. So,
I hope so.
I'm agreeing with you on this one.
I need it. I can't go.
Right.
Go 0-5. Can't go 0-5. If I go 0-5, I got to cut it. I got to cut it for fucking. I was actually contemplating when I was making this pick. Should I like cut one of my bench wide receivers and pick up Dobbs and actually start him over Burrow against him? And I was like, I can't do that because if Burrow has a good game and comes back, I will be pissed.
Oh,
I can't do it. I'd be much more madder at that than having Burrow in my lineup scoring 4 points again. You know,
I agree.
Let's hope I'm wrong.
He'll get his shit together, I think, though. Bronco, I mean, this one's kind of, it's another one. Broncos and Jets. Who you got, Bob?
I'm gonna let Mike take the lead on this one.
Zach Wilson impressed me.
Mike, this is like your favorite game of the week, probably. So you take the lead.
I mean, Russell Wilson, man. Are we tanking, or is this like a best you can do scenario for Sean Payton and them? Because it's just not looking good over there. Like, I have no faith in this game. 2.5 points. I don't think they'll put up enough to cover this for the over. 43.5. The Jets is definitely taking this.
Yeah, so I was looking at it like this. If you flip this, if it's in New York's favored by 2.5, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think. So I'm like, does it really matter if you're playing in Denver or not? Because they got their ass whooped in Denver every time they've played there. I think the Jets last week, they showed, like, when they make the right play calls, they're good. And one thing I know about the Jets is they're taking the chains off of Hall. Brees is getting unlimited snaps this week. I think that's a very smart move because we saw what Miami did against the Broncos when they ran. So if you're a fantasy owner and you got Brees Hall this week, he gonna feast, and I
Put him
think
in.
the Jets are gonna
Put
crush
him
him.
in.
Yeah, I got the Jets covering this.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say crush them because it's still gonna go under because 43.5 for a Broncos game is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
I got Jets and under.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree. I got the Jets on there on that one. All right, well, this is for you bird brains out there. We got the Eagles at the Rams. I think it's going to be a crazy game, though. I mean, the Rams are no pushover, fellas. Like, they're no pushover. I'm very impressed with them.
Yeah,
But we a problem.
You know, it's scary about the Eagles right now. We're 4-0. We haven't played a complete game, even close to a complete game yet.
Yeah.
People are overreacting.
Could this be a week out?
Listen, people are overreacting on the Rams because they played a bunch of shitty teams and they've scored some points. I mean, they ain't that good either. Like in the beginning of the year, we had them winning 4 games. You know.
Yeah.
It's at LA. What does that mean? We're gonna have more fans there than they have. Like for real, like they don't have no fans.
Which is 90% of any team that goes in there.
Yeah. So I mean, my heart and my brain says take the Eagles at 4.5 because anytime you're getting the Eagles at 4.5, pretty good. I mean, I like it. So I'm taking Philly minus 4.5, and I'm gonna go over on it as well, just because I think both teams should move the ball, and I think the Eagles will take it away at the third, fourth quarter, and we're gonna score more. So I got Eagles and over.
Done.
I'll take the Bears on that one, but we'll see.
Well,
we'll see.
You
No,
know
I just don't sleep on them.
Well, you know how I usually am in the pick 'em. I always pick against the Eagles, but like I'm not gonna do that this year. I'm gonna go logic. Anytime a team is a 4.5 favorite on the road, that usually means that they're a lot better football team. And even though the Eagles haven't played great yet, we're still 4-0, and I think we go 5-0 here because it's a road game where next week we'll play the Jets. So next week's game, because we play Miami after the Jets. So next week's game we might have to talk about as a what's called game, you know, whatever they call it, a look at that game. So we'll see. But Bird gang, we got the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's not. Hey, I'll go with you fellas on this one. We got them Chiefs and Vikings, man. I think the Chiefs are going to get it together a little bit more this week.
Me too.
Because they're playing against a terrible, terrible, terrible defense. And
that's why it's a 53.5 over under. It's high.
If Taylor Swift's at the game, they're probably going to go under, but
listen, they're going to go under anyway. The Chiefs haven't gone over at all this whole year. They went under every game because they keep giving them 53-point spread. And it's like, dude, they got no one to throw the ball to, and Patrick Mahomes ain't playing great yet. I'm not going to say, like, he's been bad or anything, but he hasn't been Patrick Mahomes. So it's like they keep getting these 53.5-point spreads, and it's like, I'm not going to say it's a lock to bet under it because I'll never pick against Mahomes and say it's a lock, or pick under and say it's a lock. Like, you don't know, especially the Vikings. But for this line, man, I'm gonna take the Vikings. Actually, I think it's a bigger game for the Vikings than it is the Chiefs. Because if the Vikings lose this game, you're 1-4. Like you're 1-4, and you got a quarterback that's on a contract year. Do you trade him? What do you do? You got Justin Jefferson's on a contract year too. Like they're in a bad situation, so they need to win this game. They need to win.
Right,
I don't think they're going to win though. I do think they cover, though, because we know what happens in the fourth quarter. Kirk Cousins throws a pick. And it's probably going to happen again.
I'm taking over. I'm sorry. I think they're going to crush him.
Well, I didn't say over or under yet, but...
I'm taking over. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. What do you got, Mike?
It's tough. Because I really feel like the Chiefs will get it together.
Yeah.
He has no one to throw to, but again, the fact that Patty's a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll start rolling now, but I have zero faith in Kirk Cousins. Zero faith that he'll close this deal.
I mean, the only reason I'm taking that is because I think they're pretty good at home. They're a pretty good football team at home. They put up points at home. So, I mean, I don't know. 5.5-point dog at home though. That's pretty bad. But it's like
It is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough game as well. I'm still going Vikings, but I'm going to go under. I'm going Vikings and under. I'm going to go under.
With the Chiefs and under.
All right,
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm
So we got the
going
under.
Chiefs over.
We got the under. Favorite game of the week next.
All right, yeah, it's the one. Listen, this is supposed to be game of the week, but I think it's gonna be a blowout. But who y'all got?
So we got 49ers hosting the Cowboys, 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 45. The last two playoff times, Cowboys got bounced by the 49ers.
Yes, they did.
Mike knows
I feel
exactly
like it's
what I
blowout.
said. Yeah, I think 49ers are going to blow them the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
And
killing
then
them.
we'll really see
I think-
what the Cowboys are.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
Cowboys have
The
lived
ca-
off
the-
turnovers, and this is the number one team in the league that doesn't turn the ball over. So, I mean, what are they going to do when they can't get a fumble touchdown or a pick six? We'll see. I mean,
Yep.
maybe their defense is pretty damn good. That D-line is pretty good. But Brock Purdy hasn't lost yet, man. Like, in the regular season, this dude don't lose. Like, I don't know if he's good, or I just don't know if he follows a pattern. I don't know yet. Like, I don't know. Like,
We're gonna see. He's gonna get a full body work.
Yeah,
Is Brock Purdy a good Kirk Cousins?
he might be.
That's a hell of a breakdown.
I mean,
A good Kirk Cousins.
I don't
Because
know.
he's Kirk Cousins. He doesn't. What does he do that's flashier, that's good, or that is any type of excelling over the average? But
Yeah.
he doesn't mess up. At least enough to where the team can't pick up the slack.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
now are you a good Kirk Cousins?
yeah, I don't know.
Or good
That's good
Alex Smith?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
don't
think
know.
Alex Smith currently is his ceiling. That's his ceiling. I would
Yeah.
say.
I mean,
Right
Yeah.
now.
he is only in his second year, too. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
He hasn't had a full year yet, thoh.
yeah.
He hasn't,
Yeah, that too.
I don't think he's played 11 games yet.
They're,
Like-
Yeah.
he's like 10-0, right? Or 9-0, 9-0 in
Mhm.
the regular season, or 10-0, one of them. I
10.
mean,
The
it's not
guy-
like,
this is him right now.
I'm not trying to knock him at all, but that team has a lot of talent on it. They're the only team in that
lot.
entire NFC that the Eagles really scared me. Just because they're really talented, but we own them. We beat them all the time, but it's
Yeah.
like they got a lot of talent. And I think it's going to show off against the Cowboys because last week the Cowboys couldn't stop the run. They got Christian McCaffrey. They got Debo.
Yeah.
They got Mitchell. They got Ayuk. They got Kittle. So, I mean, I think Cowboys are going to get torn apart. I think this is an easy cover. I think 49ers minus 3.5 is a lock. And I think it's going to go over just because, like, in a game like this, you want to make a statement. So I think the 49ers
Yeah.
might put up 45 themselves. So,
Word.
yeah, we'll see. I mean,
Look at it like this. Did Josh Dobbs not just dice that defense up?
exactly. I mean,
Mm.
well, I'm not even
What
trying
you
to be a
represent
hater
it?
because they're Cowboys or anything. I'm just looking at, like, the legit what we see. That's what I see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying the Cowboys aren't still a decent football team because they are pretty good. They got great.
They are.
They got a lot of good pieces, but just like we talked about with the Vikings, they all fall apart. So that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, 49ers they're there. They got to keep on pace with us, Eagles. So it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a blowout. I mean, it'll be good.
All right,
because it's
Monday
Sunday
night game
football.
here.
One more, we got
I know. It'll be extra. That's the perfect game. That's the perfect game for Sunday Night Football. Actually,
And this is the perfect game for
It is.
Monday Night Football.
It is to follow it
the
up.
fuck
with
it's
this
not.
Monday.
Yes, it is.
the
Because
hell is not.
We get Jair
Um,
Alexander on Devontae
This is
Adams.
Devontae's.
Can't
Yeah,
wait to watch
yeah.
it, bro.
It's one of those. But we're still out half a line. We got 2 All Pros out again. We don't know how Aaron Jones is gonna be. Christian Watson's it's still questionable.
You're
So we're
playing
banged
the
up too.
Raiders.
So
It's the Raiders.
I know.
I mean, like,
Can I at least make it sound like Devontae might go out there and snap on Jai?
He's not going to,
maybe
which stinks because I got him in fantasy football as well, and I know like Jair's gonna lock him down, bro. Like Jair don't get
Jai
enough
knows him,
respect.
but
Yeah,
if I'm gonna say this, if it was a different quarterback out there, because O'Connell's not a good quarterback, but he's just not. If you get
Yeah.
Devontae a better quarterback, I think we're gonna see a better game out of him. But this O'Connell kid ain't nothing. So I'm gonna roll with my Packers on this one too. So I think, honestly, I think we run them through the dirt. I think we might see a lot of Aaron Jones this game.
Listen, you can call me crazy, but I got the Raiders outright. Sorry.
Outright?
No, I'm just kidding. I ain't taking no fucking Raiders.
I'm about to say, the hand was out. The hand was about to be out. I was about to be like, cheesesteak that?
I mean, yo. No, I ain't doing that. I mean, no. We'll see. We'll see, because if I need like 20, 30 points from Devontae going into Monday Night Football for fantasy, I might just do it because I'm desperate. I need a win. So we'll see. We'll see. But right now, I honestly, like I said earlier, Thursday Night Football, I don't judge teams by. So this is a perfect game, I think, like, for the Packers to go up against the Raiders on the road to get their shit back together and show everybody that they aren't what they were on Thursday. So I think they're going to be better. They're going to have a lot of better play calling. Aaron Jones will be more completely healthy. Watson's going to be healthy. I think it'll be a good game for them.
I agree.
But I agree.
I think we're going to have...
Yeah, I got the Packers. The over-under is the part that scares me, though, because it's 44. But like you just said, O'Connell, I mean, I got the under. Unless Jimmy G plays, maybe. It maybe goes over then. But I got the under. Got the under on that. So, for my locks for the week, right now, guys, I got my lock of the week is going to be, I got New England and New Orleans under 40.5. I got Tennessee plus 1.5. Just because the line changed. I think that's going to be a lock. But I'm probably going to change that because we just discussed that. So I might switch it to, because the Colts are 1.5 now. So I might take the Colts. What I wanted to get is, should we do Miami, New York minus 9.5 as a lock, or the over, or just do both? Just parlay both, because I think
do both. Do both. Do both on this one.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Miami, New York.
Can't lose that one.
And then should we do the Eagles minus 4.5 or the over? I'm more confident in the over, to be honest with you.
I am too.
I like the over.
Yeah, I'm more confident.
So I think I'm going to go the over. I'm going to confirm all my picks coming up because I'll post it on Sunday, right before the game, so everybody put it. Last week I actually went 5-0 on my locks. So for the year on the locks, I'm 10-3. So that's pretty damn good. Considering the fact that I didn't do that good on my picks last week, we're not bad. But for the year right now, we're 33-31 on the over-under, and we're 33-31 against the spread. Considering I ain't doing too good, that's pretty good. Not bad, 50%. So we did a podcast here this week on it. We're going to kill it. So I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we had Mike on. And Paul, you texted me you want to ask him some questions?
All right, Mike, before we get off here, let me let these people know who you are as a fan, as an Eagles fan. What is the two-part question, bro? I got about 6 questions.
Okay.
Earliest Eagle memory. That's part 1 of this question. Part 2 is the moment you fell in love with the Birds. So your earliest Eagle memory is?
Earliest Eagle memory would have to be, what is that? Is it Dreamcast or McNabb 2K5?
Nice.
2K5, I think that McNabb was on the cover that year. Todd Pinkston, James Thrash, Troy Vincent, that's when I really honed in on, the Eagles and players, and I started liking stuff and watching the league, and that's when I don't have a specific moment, but that was the year, I guess, because I incorporated playing the video game.
I can dig it.
Yeah. That whole entire season, 2K5, earliest Eagles memory.
I can dig it. I got you. Who's your all-time favorite Eagle? I think you're wearing his jersey, but
yeah, hands down. Weapon X, man.
Yeah, in person, that's a big boy in person. You gotta go on my grandma on Facebook. I'm shaking his hand, and I feel a little against a lot of people. But
bro, I was at the gym.
I shook his hand. I was like, damn.
I was at LA the one day working out, and he walked in, and he was wearing like a hoodie, and he was trying to act like nobody knew who he was. And I was like, dude, like, I'm not. When I lived in Florida, I used to see a lot of like people, and I wasn't scared to talk to them. You know, certain situations. I was about to go up and talk to this guy, and he started shoulder pressing the 125s for like 20, and I was like, I just turned around. I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm not worthy yet. I'm not worthy yet.
Yeah. I was just like, I'm not because I know I'm like, I don't want to be interrupted at the gym. And I was like, damn, that dude's a beast. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Best safety all time. Argue with me.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, hardest hitting, absolutely. I'm more of an every guy, but B Dog was putting you in your place. Like B Dog was putting you in your place. B Dog was like, "Don't come across this way."
you ever see that
Don't do
interview?
that. Just leave me alone.
You ever see the interview with Ed Reed where they're asking him questions on like who he'd rather be hit by, and they were like, "Who would you rather be hit by?" It was like, he's like
Troy, I think it was Troy Polamalu
or
Brian
Dawkins.
Dawkins.
And he's like, Palomaro will hit you, but like Dawkins just wants to kill you. So I'm not
Exactly.
never choosing him. Yeah, it was pretty good.
All right, so who's your current favorite Eagle?
I have to go with Jalen Hurts. A huge fan of his overall game. Like, really because he's smart with how he plays the game. For him to be as strong and compact build, he's probably the safest when it comes to being mobile. He is the safest quarterback when it comes to being mobile. I laugh at people all the time when they say the Bills, have a nice future with Josh Allen. Josh Allen may not be around in 2 years because he wants to lower his head and shoulder and show people that he can.
Mike Allstott. Mike Allstott with an arm.
Yeah, yes, it's fine that you can do that. Jalen Hurts can do it too. But, why?
Yeah.
Our announcers love to say it whenever he gets down and he's doing the tush push. Oh, he squats 600 pounds. Last year was 500. I heard him say 600 this year.
Well, he's
every year
of him doing that, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, his
So,
legs.
just
he's a big dude.
because that's why I'm a huge fan of his. And then you can do everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
I mean,
He can. He's all around guy.
And he's smooth.
You guys have a good future with him.
yeah, I like him a lot. His press conferences too are great because he's a team player. He's literally the ultimate team guy. Like, he is. I mean, it's great. I love him. Yeah. What else you got?
All right, so this might be the easiest one for you too. Your favorite Eagle moment, like you were the happiest you could be as an Eagle fan.
Come on, man.
I think it's simple.
Come on, man. Of course. Almost shed a tear. Come on.
I'm gonna follow up with this though.
You definitely did.
I gotta follow you up with this question.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that hurt you the most.
The year Alshon Jeffrey dropped that pass on 3rd and whatever it was when
the Saints game, the Saints playoff game.
When Foles was taking us back again, and you dropped just through the hands. I vividly remember. I watched him drop that. I said, it's not ending like that. Like, he didn't just drop that ball right through his hands. I couldn't comprehend that just happened.
Yeah.
In that moment.
I mean, I agree there. I got another one though for you. Is that worse? I mean, because it's more recent than when we lost at home to Tampa Bay Bucks when we literally had the bomb squad. Remember that year? The Bucks came in. The Bucks won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
I mean, I was only young, but man, we were so good that year.
Y'all beat them in the season though.
Yeah, like
y'all beat them during the season. Y'all got them. But they came back, and I think I'm pretty sure Joe Jurevicius is still running. Joe Jurevicius is still running with that ball right now. So
that was tough. I agree with you though with Alshon. I agree with you though, but man, that was bad.
The Super Bowl we lost is number 2. Yeah. I remember. I was actually down in Florida. Then we just got off a family cruise, and we went through Jacksonville, so we got to see all the stuff. I still have a banner from then that I got down the strip. Super dirty because obviously I got this. When was this? 04, 05, 6, around then. But to have McNabb do that, and us to go down in that manner.
Yeah.
While T.O. was balling on a leg and a half. Oh, that was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Threw up in the huddle.
That was bad. I mean,
Yeah.
are you a
Grew
Sixers
up in
fan
the
too, or you big?
Oh yeah.
So what hurt worse,
Yeah.
that
4-4?
or Kawhi Leonard shot? That one hurt.
Oh. I'll make it fast. My laptop said I got 5 minutes left. 1% battery. That Kawhi hurt.
Yeah.
That Kawhi
That was like a triple doink. That did hurt a lot. My wife just left for work, and she'll tell you I sat in the middle of the TV like this for an extra 10 minutes, just like
It all went downhill.
like
since
blank
then.
stare. Like, did it happen?
Yeah, I mean, that was bad. We got a lot of bad moments here in Philadelphia, but you know we still love them. We still support them. That's what makes us great. You know, we got the Phillies in the playoffs right now. Fuck the Braves. We hate you. That's all I'm gonna say. But other than that, yo,
I think we lost him.
yeah, I think his laptop died. Well, yo, Mike.
Hey, shout out to Mike for coming on. That's a soldier right there. He's lasted every minute.
All right. Well, Mike, my man, is frozen because we literally were just talking about the Kawhi Leonard shot, and he froze. Like, he went out, he died. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, thank you for listening to this episode. I know it was a long one, but we had a lot of information to get in, and a lot of stuff that we think going forward is going to be a great opportunity for us, for Mike, and for anybody involved. So again, check out us on social media so you can get all the information of the charity events we got going on. And then we got my picks right there. So check them out. We got Mike back in there real quick. We're going to let him get his last remarks. We saw you talked about Kawhi and you froze. We're like, I understand.
Yeah.
But, yo, now
That exact thing that just happened to you, that was me for 10 minutes looking at my TV that night.
Yeah, I was sick. I was super sick.
I just
well,
sat there like this.
Hurt my soul.
yeah, I
Yeah,
still feel
that
it.
was
Really
tough one,
did.
man.
I still feel
So
And as a Packers fan, my worst moment was when Freddie caught that ball on 4th and 46.
had to be.
That hurt me. Big time.
Freddie was
Big time.
good.
Freddie,
It was big time.
a legend.
Definitely.
That's worse than any NFC championship we lost. That play right there hurt me. So
Indeed.
I can share something with you.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, Mike, thank you for coming on, man. Again, thanks for reaching out to us to help do your charity event with you. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm looking forward to coming back on here talking about it all. And, I mean, I don't got much more to say except I'm excited about it. And, you know, thanks again, man. Appreciate you coming on. The conversation was great.
Thanks, Mike.
And, yo, guys,
Always.
be sure to check him out as well. All the links are going to be up for his social media. Check him out. Best barber in PA. We're going to say that. PA, Phoenixville, PA, Tri-County. We're going to get you everywhere.
That's what's coming next, PA.
I love it, man. I love it. But if you got any
So take
closing
over,
remarks, you want to say anything, go ahead before we hop out of here, man.
Floor is yours.
Yep, nah. First, just much love being on what's soon to be the best sports podcast around. Getting there. Getting there. Ambitious. Watch.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Right
you having me and to be able to extend it every Sunday now. You guys going out in the field. Yeah. More great things to come.
Oh, yeah. All right, man. I appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Paulie, always good to have you back on with me as well. I love doing these podcasts.
Feels good. Feels good. I feel at home.
Yeah. But
Feel at home again.
everybody, thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. And stay tuned because we got a lot coming up. Peace out, everybody.
Yep.
Later,
All
guys.
right, take it easy.
Tune in. See y'all.